Hi, I'm Anne Ray, editor of JSTOR's Lives of Literature collection. Not long ago, I saw Pedro Almodovar's latest film, Pain and Glory, which unites him with longtime collaborators Antonio Banderas and Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz is a Hollywood fixture and has starred in blockbusters like Pirates of the Caribbean, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, and other Almodovar films like Volver and All About My Mother. Her roots are in the cinema of Spain, and it turns out that one of her earlier films is an adaptation of one of the most complex texts in Spanish literature, La Celestina. Reading La Celestina, you wonder, is it a comedy, a tragedy, a tragicomedy? La Celestina was published on the border of the medieval era and the Renaissance. So, as you might imagine, the 1996 film starring Penelope Cruz is a big, juicy period drama. Revenge, death, suicide, but also comedy. Then there's Celestina herself, who's crafty, often wicked, and an unforgettable character. This work has so many dimensions to it that it has an entire journal devoted to it, called Celestinesca, where scholars debate these complexities. For one, the question of who wrote La Celestina is ongoing. While it is often attributed to one person, the Spaniard Fernando de Rojas, many scholars have tackled the history of its authorship and found that it was probably written by many people. Another of these questions is about its genre. Is it a play or is it a novel? One translator even called it a novel in dialogue. Scholar Howard Mansing, writing in Celestinesca, argues the case for it being a novel. He suggests that it wasn't intended to be read like drama, since it shares elements with other works from the period that we view as novels today. Spain has a deep film tradition, only a fraction of which is well known to American audiences. Unlike Don Quixote, a classic that has been adapted dozens of times, a film adaptation of La Celestina wasn't attempted until the 1950s, according to scholar Yolanda Iglesias. The 1996 film even enlisted the help of a scholar named Francisco Rico. Iglesias argues that the difficulty of making an on-screen version might be because of the complexity of the text. Another scholar, Duncan Wheeler, suggests that some attempts to make a movie out of La Celestina might have been subjected to censorship under the rule of dictator Francisco Franco. It sounds like at the same time as scholars are continuing to learn more about this rich work, there's also plenty of room for another director to tackle La Celestina, hopefully someday coming to a theater near you. You can read more by exploring Celestinesca in JSTOR's Lives of Literature.